The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Cool under pressure right there, escaping the pocket and finding what I think was not his primary target.
And some of these guys are just so comfortable getting outside of the pocket that they'll do it on purpose. It doesn't even need to be a breakdown. They move, and they know it affects the defense because a lot of times you get lost in coverage in the secondary, and I think you're exactly right. Wasn't his primary target. Found a secondary guy who sprang open, probably because of his movement out of the pocket.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
Let's go.
To throw here, Roethlisberger. And that's incomplete.
Roethlisberger pass thrown to the sideline and incomplete. He was covered by Rashad Jones.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Roethlisberger. It's caught. Nelson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts' 32-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. They'll run here with Pumphrey. Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
From the 27, Roethlisberger. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
Boy, that's the kind of interception that can save a game right there. They're already down 2 scores. Huge play, slowing down what was going against them.
I was thinking the same thing. You get down 3 scores there at this stage, could be in for a long ball game. A bit of an opening there on the 1st down run as they get this forward for about 6 yards. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. On 2nd down, here's a run with Mack. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. That's good for an Indianapolis 1st down on a gain of 10.
It's a gain of 10. 1st down, Indianapolis.
Back. Who's on poker? 53, Mike. Get in the weight room. Check. 53, Mike.
They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
2 minutes remaining in this 1st half of football.
Okay, baby, I see you.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll send you cross-state to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have all the stats and all the scores from games going on during another busy Sunday in the National Football League. Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 16 yards to pick up there. The Colts have a 1st down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go. Showing it. Hey, switch gears.
On the ground, it's Mack. And a short gain down to about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because when they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Get ready.
Here's Brissett. He's got Jack Doyle. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Check 52.
On 3rd and 1, here's Brissett. And he hits his man, Matthews. And this is going to lead to another first down as the tackle's made at the Bucs' 12-yard line. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because they've had a very nice, productive day running the football. How about that poor defensive line? They've been knocked around the entire game, and while they slowed them down on that run, can they continue to do so? Because they haven't had much success throughout this ball game.
On 2nd and 7, Brissett. He completes this one to Mack. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, Brissett. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. Final play of the half. It's Roethlisberger. Airing this one out for Evans. And this is, oh my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Bucs with a lead, and they'll get the football first as the second half is underway. This is fielded at the goal line. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. Boy, the evolution of the game and how these guys on plays like that can get out of the pocket, keep plays alive, it just makes things so much harder for defenses.
It really does, and we're talking about an era in the game where the quarterbacks are the most athletically gifted that we've seen in a bunch. I mean, when you talk about collectively, it's unbelievable. So their ability to move is practiced now. It's not necessarily, oh, he just took off and you guys figure it out. When he takes off, everyone knows where to go now. They know how to run routes, change things, make themselves presentable for the quarterback. It's a lot of time that they put in on it. It's not just your static 1, 2, 3. This is where the ball goes anymore.
Black 20. 36-yard line. Hey, alert. Mike 5-5. Hey, let's go. Let's go.
From the 36, Roethlisberger. And they get to him with a pressure as Roethlisberger goes down. Marcus Golden. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And for the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on third down.
77.
Mike, 55.
Hey, high 7.
From the shotgun, it's Roethlisberger. Lets it go for Nelson. Oh, incomplete. Nearly the pick they needed. They would have loved one there, but at least it does get them to fourth down.
You're down 2 touchdowns. You just know defensively you absolutely have to come up with a big play. That nearly was one right there.
Looked over at the sideline immediately after the drop and just saw the dejection. They felt it. They thought he had it. Unfortunately, couldn't come up with it. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. Brissett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up on Levante David. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
White 80. Quarter.
Just heavy on the edges.
They'll run it now with Pumphrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Third quarter, and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Roethlisberger. That's going to be caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
I got you. You go tight. You got
Take both of them.
You got tight right there. Switch.
Check 32.
They'll look to run with Freeman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Devontae Freeman hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And this is going to be caught. It's good. And that extends their lead by 2 more. And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. This one fielded at the 5.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Check curls. Shift.
Here's Mack. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
I can't help it. Every time I see Eric Berry make a play, as we just saw him make a tackle there, I just want to stand up and applaud.
Because he went to Tennessee like you?
Well, that doesn't hurt one bit, but how about the comeback? I mean, he came back from beating cancer and getting back to Pro Bowl level, one of the best players in the game.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Brissett. And his throw here's incomplete. T.Y. Hilton, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 3rd down.
when everything is in sync on defense, that means everyone's communicating really well, and sometimes it's nonverbal. They just know that when a receiver's in one spot, this person may have him, and he's in another spot, the next defender may have him, and they've squeezed the...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Levante David making his presence felt in the backfield.
Looks like another empty possession here, partner, and I don't think with 3 scores down in the third quarter, they can truly afford any more the rest of the way.
No, especially the way their offense is sputtering. I think you're exactly right. They got to find some answers quickly. It'll be a 44-yard pump. The return goes for 8, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football.
Here we go.
Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
To throw again on second down. Roethlisberger. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. Here's Roethlisberger to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning. Hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Back now in Tampa. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4.
Check three.
Looking to throw on second down. Brissett. And this is caught by Curse. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down.
Let's go. Watch the shit.
They'll run with Mack. The all-pro safety Eric Berry in on the stop. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. Oh, and the hard count might have got him. This might be a first down. It wasn't the line that jumped that time, the second level.
No, that's a great observation because most of the time it's those guys up front so eager to get off on the snap. They do it, but in this case, you're exactly right. Second level, probably because they moved up to the first level, and that hurts them.
A run on first down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Second and 9 at the 43-yard line.
They'll try to throw now. Brissett. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Shaquille Barrett has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches, I always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. It's 3rd and long for Brissett. And he's going to go down again. Shaquille Barrett in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
All day, every day. 53 is the mic. 53 is the mic. Here we go. Mike, 53. 53, Mike.
Now Brissett on 4th down. And the pressure gets to him again. The Colts unable to convert here on 4th down. And the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
He's not going to get me.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Roethlisberger. And this is going to be incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's the bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Here's Roethlisberger. Looking for Gronkowski, and he's got him complete. A big pickup there, 18 yards and a Buccaneer first. And looking to put this game on ice in the 4th quarter, but still not afraid to throw it as they show there.
You want to play the game with confidence, and they have a guy who's in control right now. Their trigger guy, throwing it, they feel just as confident with him doing that as they would if they tried to run the ball and run the clock out.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. They don't need to run another play here before the... And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 2 in the game and now 11 on the year as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. Out of the gun, it's Roethlisberger. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
I know we could sit up here and dance around it a little bit, but going for 2 in this situation, somebody doesn't like someone else. There's no doubt in my mind.
Well, what they couldn't see is you lean back in your chair and you went, yeah, that's not a good decision. They didn't get it, though.
Yeah, I don't think you can just say, well, my kicker's hurt in this spot. No.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4th, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the number 1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the first down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it. Be aggressive because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Here's Brissett. And Matthews makes the ground. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Brissett now. Left side, Doyle with it. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Marlon Mack. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Off the play fake. Here's Brissett. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it.
36, 36. Wait. Let's go. Get set.
Brissett to throw for it on fourth. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Levante David, and the Bucs are going to take over with excellent field position to boot. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Roethlisberger going to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And lucky to get away with one there. That one nearly picked. Second down. Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10. Roethlisberger will throw. They're hauling it in, Nelson. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 22 yards there, a first down.
Well, go ahead and throw the ball, man. You got the big lead. You got the clock on your side. Obviously, they don't care much about the feelings of the other team, do they?
Well, I was going to say, you better run to the locker room pretty quick after this one.
Well, right now, maybe. They're just looking at it from the fantasy perspective. More points for everyone if they win big.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And now it's second down.
Blue 30.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Whirl.
Let's go, D. Tighten up.
Again, it's Roethlisberger. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. Now Roethlisberger will head to the line as his guys will go for 2. Then to throw again. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the fourth. Following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he goes out right around the 39. That one, a first down pickup of 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Brissett. He finds his target. It's Matthews. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
53, Mike. Check.
Brissett to throw on first. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Levante David. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. And that gives him now 3 interceptions in the game.
Well, someone's locked into what they're trying to get done in the passing game. When was the last time we had someone get 3 in a contest?
2011, wasn't it? Kurt Coleman?
Oh, yeah, that's
then
right.
with the Eagles?
That's right. Then with the Eagles, and I believe it's against Washington and Rex Grossman.
That's correct. Oh, Roethlisberger going to throw. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down. So second down, still 10 yards to go, ball on the 43. Now it's Roethlisberger. He'll take a shot for the end zone. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock. So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since.
You ain't doing nothing.
To throw again is Roethlisberger. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Kenny Moore that time there on the coverage. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. To throw here, Roethlisberger. A desperation heave for the end zone. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. A big offensive explosion.